Chapter 9. Another afternoon of nothing awaited. Back in LA, Oma and Abuji had started making me to go to this after school hack one to bone up for the SATs. In between that, I had soccer practice, and on weekends, I worked at the store. That was then. Now I watch Oprah. And when I got tired of that, I went outside and kicked the soccer ball around for a while. I practiced some of the passes Manuel had taught me. But it's not so easy to do with just one person. I hated to admit it, but I was almost hoping for some homework. I didn't even have any small projects, like putting covers on my books. Mama had made me this great denim ones for both me and John on Miss Knotson's sewing machine. It was cool seeing my old jeans on my books, but I don't know where she got the time to do it. She seemed to be running around so much all day and all night. So was Abuji. Each day he was gone by the time John and I ate breakfast, and he didn't come home until dinner, which we had extra late, just for him. And every night he just came home and ate. No progress, reports, no nothing. Maybe he could use some help. I changed my clothes and walked downtown. Our store was called Froggy's Express, and it was nestled between a Singer sewing machine store and Koski's pharmacy. I went through the door, which was open, even though the signs said closed, and found Abuji standing behind a green counter. He was sweating, but it was hard to see exactly what he'd been doing because the store looked like Godzilla had come shopping. Boxes upturned on the floor, shelves standing bare while other looks like they'd been pulled down. In the middle of it all was a pile of crumbling cinder blocks. "Do you need help with anything?" I asked. Aoji snapped out of whatever trance he was in and regarded me. "Is all your homework done?" I nodded. "You can move some of those blocks to the back if you want." He gestured to the door that went out the back. There are some gloves on the back over there." I pointed on the white cotton gloves with rubber gripper dots, the kind of gloves that every Korean grocer uses. I would have liked to know how the blocks ended up in the middle of the floor in the first place, but Abhijit didn't look like he was in storytelling mood. In a few minutes I was sweating too, but I felt good. My blood was steadily pumping with the effort. I could always count on my body to rise to the occasion when it, whenever I needed to lift or kick or hit. At one point, I took a break. Abuji was watching me. When he saw me looking at him, he turned away. I wanted to ask him if he was worried. It didn't make sense that we have to give up everything to run a store in some weird town where everyone was blunt. The extravaganza had been going great guns, but John had been right. I overheard Homa mention something to Abuji about the low price we gotten for it because we need to leave so quickly. How were we doing financially? That's not exactly the kind of question you bring up in a casual conversation. That is enough for today, Abuji said, after I dragged the last block out. His shoulders were bent, like he had an enormous weight pressing on them. "Thank you for your help. How are you doing, Abuji?" The words were sitting right on my tongue, but at the last minute I swallowed them. Abuji would probably get angry if I asked, like I was questioning his authority. His Abujiness. I stepped over a crumbled box on the way out. I didn't want to leave Abuji to worry all by himself, but I didn't know what else to do.